I am really going to enjoy this one, I think, because I have the entire campsite to myself. Look at that. That don't get much better than that, does it, people? Oh no, it does not. Today we're going to head to Roe Hill Holidays campsite in North Norfolk. We'll check out this campsite and then we'll go for a lovely walk and explore an ancient priory and finish the evening with a fantastic beach walk. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Let's start living the dream. Well, first impressions, people, and I am really going to enjoy this one, I think, because I have the entire campsite to myself and it is lovely and quiet out here. So this is a very small campsite, only 1/4 of an acre, and there's only 5 pitches. My pitch there, another pitch there, another pitch there, another pitch over there, and another pitch there. So the pitches are really good size, so I'm going to be very happy with that. Yeah, and lovely and quiet. Now it is slightly sloped. It does state on the website a gentle slope, and to be fair, it is a gentle slope. That ain't going to bother me at all. Now I'm paying £20 for the night with an electric hookup, which is a good price, but there are no facilities. No, there are not, and it is adults only, which I personally love. And pets are not allowed, I'm afraid. No pets, yeah. So there's not a lot to check out, really. We've got the bin here. Unfortunately, it looks like just one bin, so I'm assuming there's no recycle bins, which is a little bit annoying. Chemical waste point there. That's good enough for my feces. So it does look like this is actually blocked because there is water on the surface there. I can't smell any feces, so it must just be blocked on the surface. And then we have a drink and water tap here, and that is pretty much it for the campsite tour, because that is all there is. Now, I like it. I like the fact that it's quiet. I like the fact that there's nobody else here. There's a tiny little road there. It's a very narrow track. There's not been a single car go down that since I have been here. So yeah, it's going to be a nice quiet one. Now, I think part of the reason I got the whole site to myself is that the lady did say they get very few bookings, and that's only through a caravan and camping website. So yeah, other than that, they don't really advertise. Now, I think I found this on Campsites UK or some website like that. So yeah, apparently I'm the first person here this year, which is great. And it is open all year round. Yeah. Now, when I phoned up and asked, the lady did say, oh, can I just go and check the grass, because the grass hasn't been cut this year and it might be really long and I don't want you to turn up and be disappointed. So, you know, it's not that long, to be fair. It's not an issue for me at all, but I was told that the grass hadn't been cut this year, but it's not long. And she did also say no one else has been here, so they haven't cut the grass. And I actually said to the lady, well, to be honest, I'd rather have long grass and have the campsite to myself. So yeah, happy with that. There is nice views over there in the distance. You probably can't see them on camera. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. Nice open country around me here, and nobody else to disturb me. Yeah, so when I arrived, I did go to the house and pay, and the house is just opposite the road there. So yeah, that's pretty decent. Yeah. Now, I don't know whether it was cash or card or bank transfer. I just paid cash. Whether or not you can pay online if you go through the Caravan Club website or not, I have no idea. I haven't been on the Caravan Club website, but yeah. Anyway, it's going to be a good day. Yeah. Right, well, it is an absolutely glorious day today, people. Very cold though, I must say. It's a very cold day, yeah. But let's get out there and explore. Going to head to Binham Priory and check that out, and then go from there. It would be nice to get to Stiffkey Beach tonight, but we'll see. It's a bit of a trek, so yeah, fingers crossed, eh? Let's roll. Yep, some lovely open countryside around here, people. Absolutely loving it. So the walk is along some single track lines, but there's not a lot of traffic. So yeah, all good. Only bumped into one person. I pulled the camera out and filmed a field as I walked past it, and then when I got to him, he go, "What, are you YouTubing?" I said, "Yeah, how'd you guess?" He go, "Because I've seen some of your videos." So can't even walk out in the middle of nowhere without being recognised these days, people. Never mind. Anyway, here comes a car. So yeah, about 40-50 minutes walk and we do get to Binham Priory. Now, Binham Priory was founded in 1091 and it took 150 years to complete. Yep. And in 1212 it was besieged. Something to do with an argument between the owner and somebody else. Yeah, it's an English heritage site, but it is free entry, which you know I like. So yeah, well, let's go check it out anyway, people, shall we? See what it's like. Beautiful day, hey? Yeah, I have been here before. It was my second video I came here, and I was a bit of an idiot back then because I came here, filmed this, then I went and stayed on the campsite in Wells, then I filmed a load of stuff around Wells, and then afterwards I realised that it's stupid to film everything in that area because now I've got no reason to ever return to Wells and film in Wells again because I filmed everything in a 10-mile radius. But yeah, brilliant ruins, eh? Yeah. Well, that was a nice little visit. Anyway, I'm going to head off now and try and get to Stiffkey, because I'd really like to get to the beach and Stiffkey. It's a bit of a walk. Don't know whether or not I'll make it in time, but hey, we shall see. Worth a shot, people, worth a shot. Gorgeous little ford I'm coming up to here. Check this out. What a gorgeous little ford, eh? I'm glad there is a bridge over it though, I must say. Very glad. So I've made it into Stiffkey, people. That was quite a long walk, that was, yeah. Now a lot of it was down some lovely country lanes, country tracks, and really nice footpaths, really enjoyable. However, the last bit I did have to walk along the coastal road, and that was not fun. Now there is another way back that I can go down some country lanes, and it looked like it's going to be a little bit shorter. So I'll probably go back that way. Because yeah, I don't fancy walking along the coastal path or coastal road again, because that is not fun. But anyway, let's go through Stiffkey and hopefully we'll get to the beach before sunset. And yeah, then we'll have to head back because time is getting on and we are quite a long way from the campsite. Yeah. Anyway, nice little church behind me there. I've been in there before on my Stiffkey video, so I'm not going to go in there again. Ain't got time, to be honest with you. Yeah, I loved that video, to be honest. That was technically it was my third campsite review video, but I considered it my second because I never considered my first campsite review video as a proper video. Yeah, and I stayed on a campsite which I think we're going to walk past. And yeah, I was really happy with that video, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm sure if I look back at it now, I'd think, what a load of crap, but yeah. Came down here, went in this church, then went for a lovely walk along the beach. I think I even made it to Blakeney that day in that video as well. But yeah, anyway, let's go check out Stiffkey and see if we've got enough time to get to this beach, eh? Yeah, living the dream. So the first time I came here, this bridge had been taken down by the National Trust. It had been taken down about 2 years earlier, so I couldn't cross here. I had to walk all the way along there, which was fine because I found a huge bit of beach that was completely empty and I loved it. But whilst I was walking down there, I bumped into this old boy who was filming, and I asked him what he was doing because, you know, he was filming, I was filming. I thought, hey, maybe this is my first encounter with another YouTuber. And he told me that he was from a group called the Stiffkey Bridge Group or something. I had them on Facebook, and they had been protesting for the bridge to be rebuilt by the National Trust. And it had been 2 years, and the National Trust were like, yeah, we'll rebuild the bridge. We had to take it down because it was dangerous. We'll rebuild it. And after 2 years, they'd done nothing. And anyway, I kept seeing that bloke in the paper after I met him, and he got a load of funding from locals, and they built their own bridge across here. And the National Trust found out, and they came and pulled it down and said, oh, that's not official. And they did it again. They built another bridge across here, and again the National Trust had to come and pull it down. And they put so much pressure on the National Trust that in the end the National Trust pulled their finger out and built the bridge. And that took a long time. Yeah, a long time, but they eventually did it. They came out with all this crap like, oh, the quote's it's going to be like 200 grand, 200 grand. And that's like, come on, just build the bridge. You know, the locals managed to build 2 bridges that you pulled down. Come on, it ain't that hard. But hey, hats off to that bloke. He was an absolute legend. And it just goes to show, you know, you can't be messed about too much. Sometimes you just better stick up for yourself and keep building bridges. But yeah, looks like we're actually going to be able to cross the official bridge that got built now by the National Trust. I think they deliberately didn't rebuild the bridge because they didn't want people going over here because of the wildlife and stuff. But it ain't the point, you know. The public should be allowed to explore it. But anyway, here we are, finally walking across the bridge. It's a nice bridge, to be fair. Very nice. Yeah, really glad to have made it this far. Going to walk out to the beach and yeah, check it out. Well, if I can, the tide is out. But yeah, gorgeous day, people, gorgeous. Living the dream. Yeah. Lovely little bridge that is, yeah. Worth the 5-year wait, hey? Wow, what an absolutely gorgeous time to be out living the dream, people. Absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to have to head back in a minute because, well, the sun's going to set very soon. Also, I can't get to the sea. There's a big channel here and I can't cross that channel. And you have to be careful on this beach because I can see where another channel will open up over there when the tide comes in, and that'll all flood before the bit I'm on. So if you don't pay attention to the tides, you get caught out here, and people do die out here. So yeah, you have to be very careful. In fact, the other side of this channel, you can see some quite high ground. So that won't flood until right after all of this has flooded. So yeah, it's very dangerous. And I've paid no attention to what the tide times are today. I don't know when high and low tide are. So, but anyway, I'm gonna head back anyway because time is getting on. But wow, what a time, eh? What a time to be out. Absolutely fantastic, absolutely living the dream. Gorgeous people, gorgeous it is, yeah. Look at that. That don't get much better than that, does it, people? Oh no, it does not. Yeah, now I got quite a long walk back, and I had to walk through quite a lot of mud further back there through the marshes. So yeah, I'd best start heading back now, really, yeah. Well, I'm back now, people. Going to cook up some tea, and I wanted to try this for a while. I'm going to have some donut cheeseburgers. Yep, you heard me right. I got some Aldi's Ultimate Burgers, and I got some chocolate donuts and some cheese. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, people. Let's crack on with it. Might as well try it with a bit of mayonnaise, eh, people? Maybe I'll only put mayonnaise on the one to compare the flavour. Yeah. Looks pretty damn good, people. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I got a feeling I'm gonna like these. Now, I don't know, I might not, but I got a feeling I am. Yeah, check that out, people. Chocolate donut cheeseburger. Yep, this is the one with mayo in, so we'll give it a go. Cheers, everyone. That is actually really good, yeah. I might put mayo in the other one as well. Yeah, lovely. Yep, that works with mayo. Definitely. Well, believe it or not, people, those burgers were actually really nice. I really enjoyed them. Gonna wash them down with a Mulligan's. Now, this is an Aldi special stout, or Aldi's knockoff of Guinness. So yeah, never had it before. We'll give it a go. Although one thing though, that did cost like nearly a £5. So yeah. I mean, I know Guinness is probably like £6 now for 4 cans, but still, seems a little bit expensive for what is an Aldi stout, yeah. But we'll give it a go, we'll see what it's like. Who knows, people? It might replace Guinness and Murphy's. I very much doubt it, but we shall see. It looks like that's forming quite well, actually, yeah. Yeah, so far I'm reasonably impressed. So I would like to thank a few subscribers who have bought me a beer recently. Thank you my mum's husband Mark, thank you the Gentle family, and thank you John and Nettie. But of course I'd like to thank all of you for watching my videos, so cheers everyone. I'm quite impressed so far. The head looks pretty good. Yeah, looks like it's going to be fairly creamy. We'll give it a go. Cheers to living the dream, people. Oh, I do like that. That is really nice. Yeah, loving it. Cheers, everyone. That is a good stout. Yeah. Very good. It's up there with Guinness and Murphy's, to be fair. Yeah. Now, as I do seem to have pretty good internet on this campsite, I'm going to watch some YouTube. And then at some point I might do a bit of editing as well.
What in the name of bloody I do not believe in the name of sanity. And you know what he's done? He's only planted it in the yes, actually in the lavishing pan. With compost and everything. I mean, how anyone could be so utterly goofy just gone over the line.
Yeah, morning everyone. Well, I didn't sleep too great last night, I must admit. Now, when I went to bed, campsite was lovely and quiet. I could hear a few owls and a few pheasants, and that was it. No traffic noise or anything like that at all. However, it got really windy in the morning, and there's a lot of wind noise, and the van is shaking about, and that's kept me awake. Now, obviously, that's just Mother Nature. But other than that, the campsite has been lovely and quiet. We are in the middle of nowhere. There's no traffic noise at all, so brilliant. So it's 2.6 miles to walk to Binham, like I did yesterday. And if you go the other way, it's 2.6 miles to get to Little Walsingham. And there's a nice abbey there you can check out as well. And it looks like you can walk that on narrow little country lanes without much traffic. So yeah, that's pretty decent. And there's a few shops in Little Walsingham. So the closest bus stop I can find is in Walsingham. And that is the coastliner, Fakenham to King's Lynn. So yeah, that's pretty decent. So the nearest place for any supermarkets will be Fakenham, and that is 8 miles away. Yeah. So the lady did tell me yesterday that they do own another campsite a couple of miles away. Now, I looked into that other campsite, and it states on there that it's Caravan and Camping Club members only. Now, I found this site on the Campsites UK website, and then I had to sign up to get their details, and then it gave me their phone number. But I've not been asked if I'm a member of the Caravan and Camping Club, which I'm not. So, yeah, you seem to be able to stay on this site without being a member, but you can't stay on their other site without being a member. But it is weird that they said they don't really advertise this one. They don't really get many bookings on this one. So, yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. I don't know why they don't advertise this one more, but it's up to them, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, it keeps it lovely and quiet for me, so that's part of the reason I've had an amazing stay, people. And the pictures here are a huge size, they're really good, but when you got the whole campsite to yourself, that's even better. So I like this campsite, and I've had a great stay here. Now, criticisms would be no recycle bin. Yeah, that's always going to be a negative. It's hard to judge the price on a campsite without facilities, but I'm happy to pay 20 quid on a site like this. I think that facilities for me, yeah, they add an additional fiver to the campsite, but that's different for everybody. And obviously a lot of you wouldn't be able to come here if you haven't got your own facilities. But because I don't use facilities, I'm more than happy. So yeah, great for me, but maybe not for everybody. Anyway, I'm going to pack up now and head off. If you've enjoyed any of this, like and subscribe to catch me on another adventure. Keep living that dream, and I shall see you soon.